Hey team, I'm glad you showed up today. As you know, consistency is a huge part of the fitness journey. It is all about the journey, not the destination. So today's workout, we're gonna get started, is a full body strength workout with cardio and core. Longer sets today, 40 seconds of work, just to ensure that you really do get that muscle fatigue. Make sure, as always, you've got a good range of weights. You might wanna block handy for some push-ups, have some water, and I will see you on the mat for a warm-up. Okay team, let's get started right away with a warm-up. We're gonna start right away with leg swings. So grab a wall if you need for balance. We're gonna take that leg forward and back, finding balance through that grounded foot. That leg is fairly straight, swinging it nice and fluidly, just to warm up the hip, back a leg, and get us ready to have a good workout. All right, balance here. Last 2 and 1, and let's switch that out. All right, other side. So see how that balance is on the other leg. Here we go. Good, and as always, I say do your little check-in, see how you're feeling today, both mentally and physically. What matters is that you showed up and you are gonna feel so much better at the end of this workout, as always. All right, great. So now stand on the side of your mat. We're going into a side lunge, bending that outer knee, foot is in line. We're gonna sweep that hand up and over. So you can rest your elbow here, breathe down through your rib cage. Big breath, and we'll step to center and repeat. Good, we'll do this a couple times on each side. Good, shifting your hips back. Good. Reaching for the wall. Good, one more time on each side. Good, and last reach here. And done. All right, let's come to center. Let's march on the spot. Let's do those big arm circles backwards. Warm up those shoulders, warm up those arms. Good, let's take it forward the other way. Good, and we're gonna stop in center and then open up our arms, shoulders are down, adding that little heel dig. Warming up the back of shoulders here, just keeping those shoulders down. Good, and done. All right, now feet shoulder width apart. We're lowering into a squat, chest up, and then we are popping up on the balls of our feet to add that calf raise. So our calves are often quite tight, often neglected. Really important to stretch out your calves so it doesn't create other issues. All right, last one here, and done. All right, and then we're gonna take our feet wide and we're gonna add a little cardio in. So we're gonna go in, out, out. You can go slower pace here, or you can go faster pace. Move those arms. Last one here, and then we are gonna get started. All right, 10 seconds. And done, excellent. Okay, have a quick sip of water, and you need weights that you can press over your head safely in a shoulder press. So we are pairing this with our squat to shoulder press. So we're coming to our mat, our feet are shoulder apart, our weights are on our shoulders here. Really make sure your core is engaged. We're gonna lower into a squat, rise up, press overhead. Harder option is to press up as you rise up. So this will get your heart rate up. Pace yourself. Do what feels best to you. Squeezing your glutes at the top of that press. Last one, and done. Excellent. Okay, next up, a couple options here. We're gonna walk out to 2 push-ups and walk back. If you don't love the push-ups, you can just stay with the walkout. Push-ups on your knees, definitely an option. Push-up on your toes, also an option. So we're gonna stand at the back of our mat here. We're gonna do a little back bend, walk our hands out, the width of the mat. You're gonna lower into 2 push-ups, 1, shoulders down, and 2. And then walk your hands back up to your feet and add that little reach at the top. Pace yourself. And done. Way to go. All right, lightweight to heavyweight plie pulse. So you're gonna come to your mat, feet are shoulder width apart, your toes are turned out at 11 and 1. You can hold the weight this way or wide, up to you and your grip preference. From here, we are lowering down, nice and deep, driving up with the option to add that pulse at the bottom. So driving up through your heels, really getting into those inner thighs. And done. Great. Okay, next up, cardio. We have 2 moves, 20 seconds each. Option 1 is your non-impact jumping jack. So tap and clap, or you can do your reach side to side, and then followed by shuffles. So you pick what option works best for your jumping jack. All right, I'll tell you when it's halfway. Ready, set, and go. 20 seconds each. All right, going into side shuffles and go. So you can stay up taller or come down and touch the floor at your own pace. And done. Excellent. Water if you need it. Otherwise, we're back to that squat and shoulder press. So you can always pause me if you need to. All right, feet are shoulder distance apart. Toes can have a slight turnout. Breathe, and weights are on our shoulders. Ready? Let's do it. Hips back, rise up, press up. Think about inhaling down and breathing out on that overhead press. And done. Excellent. I snuck that one in there. Good job. Woo. I do that sometimes. All right. Next up, that walkout to 2 push-ups. Again, lots of options. Skip the push-ups. Do only the walkouts. Push-ups with on your knees or your toes. So here we go. Stay at the top of your mat. Good. Bend your knees. Walk those hands out. Feet can be shoulder width apart. Your elbows are below your shoulders in those push-ups. Okay, we're gonna finish it. And woo, done. Excellent. Woo. All right, way to go. Next up, that plie pulse with the option to add that pulse. All right, so let's get that foot placement correct. Ready, set, let's go. So Working on that depth, taking your time, seeing if you can get those elbows to your knees, and squeezing your glutes at the top. And done. Awesome. Okay, you know what's next? Cardio to finish this set. So that jumping jack, you've got your options, and your side shuffles. If you like one more than the other, you can stay with that for 40 seconds. So always options for you. All right, here we go with that jumping jack. Ready, set, and let's go. And done. And let's go shuffles right away. And done. Awesome. Okay, sip of water, and we are coming back for the second round. Awesome job. All right, next up is a reverse lunge with a bent arm raise. We want to get those arms up nice and high, so maybe a little lighter on your weight. So, like I always say, if in doubt, go lighter before you add some extra weight. We're gonna stand at the top of our mat here. We're starting off fist to fist. We're gonna take that big step back, find your balance, and then we're going out wide, shoulder height. Elbows are in line with your wrists at the top. All right, last one here, find that balance, and done. Okay, super bicep time. So, bicep curl weight, medium weight. I'll give you the option to go regular bicep curls, option to go wide. Wider, a little harder. So, little bend in your knees, palms are facing out, core tight, squeeze your glutes, weights to shoulders, slowly lower. Turn those arms out slightly. You're gonna curl in that wider position and bring it in. So elbows are tight to your rib cage the entire time. All right, let's finish off that wide curl. And done. Great job. All right, we're going into the opposite muscle group. So we're coming down on the floor, triceps. So Skullcrusher glute bridge. Probably want to decrease your weight for those triceps. So we are coming in, working our glutes and triceps here. Feet are close to our bum. We're first lift our hips up off the ground. Arms are straight. Deep bend in your elbows. Straighten those arms. Keep those hips up. Little space between your chin and your chest so you can breathe, which is helpful. and done. Bring those down. Excellent. Okay, we are coming up for cardio. So, 2 moves, skaters and squat jumps. So, non-impact option, touch your back foot to the floor in those skaters, not jumping, fast squats. So, rather than jumping, you pick. Let's start with skaters and go. So, pump and tap, or you can lift that back foot up off the ground. All right, and squat jumps or fast squats. And done. Woo, you should have some leg burn there. Okay, quick water. We're right back to that reverse lunge with bent arm raise. So do your little check-in. See, how are you feeling? If you're feeling really fatigued, decrease your weight. If you're feeling peppy, well, you might be able to add some. All right, top of your mat. Weights are stacked at your chest. Find your balance. Lowering that back knee to the ground. Nice and tall in your body. Last one. And done. Fantastic. Okay, that means we're going into those bicep curls. So yeah, the wider ones are harder, for sure. If you didn't love those, nothing wrong with staying with the narrow, regular bicep curls. So, as I always say, you do you. You know how your body feels. So, all right, little bend in your knees, core strong, lift those weights, no swinging, no momentum, and then that wider curl. Okay, let's get one more of each in. Whoa, you should be feeling heavy. All right, and those are done. Way to go. Okay, we did bicep, which means we need to do tricep. So come on down. All right, and let's get into that bridge position. So again, little space between your chin and your chest so you're compressed in your neck. Arms up. Ready? Bum up and deep on your elbows, keeping those arms in line with your shoulders. So it really helps isolate this exercise to your triceps versus swinging your arms. You're gonna feel more shoulders if you do that. Last one here, and done. Okay, you know what that means? That means that we're into our last cardio. So, usually people are really excited about that. All right, remember, skaters, squat jumps, non-impact options as always. If you feel like you can jump, then add that jump. So we'll start with the skaters first. Ready, set, and go. And you can stick with one versus both. All right, fast squat jumps or fast squats. and done. Woo, I always feel those. Way to go. Okay, quick water. We're coming down for the rest of the workout. Core. All right, you need a weight, lighter weight. We're working back and core. We're coming down onto all fours. You may want to block for your knees. We're going into our bird dog row. So knees under hips, one hand has the weight. We are extending the opposite leg out, flat back. We're gonna roll that weight up to our side, bring it to the floor, keeping level hips, gazes to the floor. And done. All right, keep that weight handy. We're not doing the other side right away. We're coming into our plank just to break it up. So elbows or hands, feet shoulder width apart. Knee plank is option one. So on your knees, your hips are forward, bracing your core. Otherwise, you're gonna come up onto your toes, feet shoulder width apart. Ready, set, let's lock it in. Breathe. Gazes to the floor. Shoulders are soft. Squeeze your glutes. If you need to rest, you take rest. And go to your knees. Woo, way to go. Okay, bird dog row on the other side. So stay with that one weight. You don't want anything too heavy, otherwise it's gonna really throw off your balance, keeping those hips nice and level. So weight's now gonna go on the right hand. Hand is right underneath your shoulder. Left leg is up. See if you can point that toe to the ground. And here we go. So elbows tight to your rib cage. You wanna see if you can retract your shoulder blade at the top. And done, excellent. Okay, we're laying on our back for the last exercise in this set. So this again also works our back and our lower abdominals. So lat pull over with a toe touch and leg drop. Toe touch is optional. So legs up, you're gonna interlace your hands with one weight. From here, easiest option, you can bend your knees, heel drop your leg to the ground and alternate. Harder is to do that single leg drop. And the option to lift up to bring that weight to your toes. And done, excellent, snuck that in. Okay, that means we do that one more time. So quick water if you need to, otherwise we're doing that again. So weight in the left hand. All right, so roll your shoulders. We do this and we are stretching. So let's rock it out. All right, good form. So right leg up and try to hold for about a second or so and lower. Keeping that core nice and tight. Don't forget to breathe.
Tell you how I feel. It's like talking to
And done. Excellent. Okay, let's put that weight off to the side for our second plank. So, plank of choice, knees, toes. All right, hands a little easier, you're higher up, elbows a little harder, lower center of gravity. So, you pick. All right, if you start to feel your low back, that's a sign that you need to take a breather and reset. So, all right, here we go. Lock it in, press back on those heels. I always say find your happy place. And done. Go to your knees. Woo, okay, 2 to go. 2 to go. Got this. All right. Woo. So that means weight is now in the right hand. Left leg will be up. So you're gonna roll your wrists. Take a deep breath. You're doing great. All right. Let's finish off nice and strong together. So left leg up, hand is underneath that shoulder, and bring that elbow nice and tight to your rib cage. And guess what? Those are done. Excellent. Okay, that means you've got the toe touch leg drop to finish. All right. Whew. So with the lat pullover. All right. So lots of options. We really want to keep our back connected to the floor. So if you feel like your legs are pulling your back off the floor, go with an easier option. So, all right, here we go. So weight goes behind us with fairly straight arms. Drop one leg away, lift up to touch those toes, and alternate. And guess what, my friends? You are done. All right, time to stretch. So let's go into our lying twist today. We're gonna extend one leg along the floor, bend your knee. You're gonna guide your knee across your body. Arm is extended in a T shape across. And breathe, and it's great for your glutes, and it's also really lovely in your low back. Okay, let's come to center. And now we'll extend that same leg up to the sky, grabbing the back of your calf here, gently bringing that leg in towards you. Now, this is just hamstring. If you'd like to add ankle movement, a little bit of ankle mobility, you can by adding ankle circles in one direction, pointing your toes away from you, pointing your toes to your nose. All right, and we're gonna switch now. So let's extend that same leg. We're gonna guide that leg across, keeping that arm on the ground if we're able. And you can look at your arm or straight up, whatever feels better on your neck. Okay, let's bring that leg back to center and we'll do the same thing on the other side here. So gently bringing that leg in towards us. Maybe the hamstring stretch alone is enough. Otherwise, you can add that ankle mobility. All right, let's come up to standing. And so let's go into our quad stretch. You can grab a wall if you need for balance. We're gonna bring that heel or top of our foot, grab it with your hand here, find your balance, little bend in the grounded leg. You should feel a good stretch down the front of that thigh. And breathe. Good, and let's switch legs. So same thing on the other side here. And yes, you should feel really great right now. You should feel hopefully a little sweaty, be a little sweaty, but you should be feeling pretty great and feeling like you did something positive for yourself. You accomplished something already, whether this is early in the morning, it's a great way to start your day. Maybe it's right before bed and you got it in before bedtime, but good for you for getting it done. So, all right, we'll take that arm straight across your back of shoulder. I always say that it's, like I said, so important for consistency and to show up for ourselves and to show ourselves that we can keep promises to ourselves as well. So it's just keeping in mind why you're doing this and why this is important to you. So if you can, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this with your friends. If you feel like there's someone who would benefit from my workouts, that would be greatly appreciated. Make sure you get some water in, have your protein, and I will see you at the next workout. Thanks for being here.